Hello all, Thomas and Max here. This time from the future because I may or may not have accidentally deleted my audio for episode 5 because I'm a dumbass.
Yeah.
Jesus. But we're here to come back to one particular episode of the Lullaby arc, the literal first episode of it before we fling ourselves all the way back to Daedalus. Do we have any enlightened views on the Lullaby arc that we would like to state before we begin?
I think it's cool as fuck. I think it's so cool that it's our introduction to Erza. I like that everyone gets something to do. I like that, Gray gets to finally show off his magic in this arc. Like I was just telling Thomas before we started calling, I really like that fight they have at the end of the Lullaby arc with Erza, Natsu, and Gray. And it's just so fun. I like Makarov. Makarov is cool in it. I like seeing the guild masters at first, because it's kind of like the first time we're seeing all of them. Now, none of them are going to be important besides Makarov, but
oh no, they're all losers.
At least in the beginning, it gives you the illusion that they're going to be cool. If you want to watch guild masters be cool, go watch Black Clover. The captains of Black Clover are awesome. But yeah. The fucking guild masters in Fairy Tail, oh girl, no, that's a chop. That's a chop.
No, they're here for jokes and occasional transphobia, and that's kind of it.
And it's the way that half of the guild masters used to be in Fairy Tail.
Literally, they had their own little squad, and then they just went off to their own guilds, and it's what? I'm confused.
Imagine after Makarov disbanded Fairy Tail, they all just went and started their own guilds, and then they all did worse in their own guilds.
Literally, though, my fucking god. I'm trying to imagine what it would look like if Elfman tried to start his own guild after leaving Fairy Tail, and what a disaster it would be, but also kind of how gay it would be.
Literally, it would just be called Real Man. You want to join Real Man?
We're men in tights. We roam around the forest looking for fights.
Literally, and the logo would just be Elfman's face.
Yeah.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
We know Free would probably join that guild.
Only if Loxus joined.
Yeah.
Only if.
Yeah. You ready to get into it?
Yeah, get into it.
Yeah, let's do it. It might be a little bit jarring on the audience's end because it's us from the future and then we're going to go back to our past selves, but I feel like time has made me appreciate the Lullaby arc a lot more because it really is kind of stepping into this world of the guild and the fire fairies. It feels like the scope for Fairy Tail expands from how kind of small it was in the first 4 episodes. And I just really appreciate this episode for introducing all of that and also giving us Erza, my queen, my one true love, Beyonce.
Yeah, because this is also Erza's first actual on-screen appearance.
Literally. Oh my god. And I just, the way they're all so scared of her, and I'm you should be, because you're all losers who deserve to get dragged.
Because before, it was really, the team was really just Natsu, Lucy, and I guess Happy, but now we're getting Erza and Gray involved, and it's we're really getting our fire fairies in here.
It's always so weird to go back to when they were first forming, and everyone's this team is unheard of, and I'm are you kidding me? This is the most natural seeming team I've ever seen in my life. It just makes sense.
Honestly, and their their nickname, because we call them the Fire Fairies, but their nickname in the show was the strongest team. But it's I really wish we got to see that more in the sense of the Thunder Legion or whatever. Honestly, at this point, I don't know why they don't think the Thunder Legion is the strongest team. Probably because they didn't exist yet. But I'm thinking in the Battle of Fairy Tail, I don't know why we didn't get the strongest team, Natsu, Gray, and Erza versus the Thunder Legion.
I don't get it. See, that's the thing. I feel like we've definitely talked about this before in the commentaries, but it's it's so strange that a show that has an emphasis on both teams within a guild and also friendship and community building, that we don't get more team battles. It's usually one-on-ones. It's very strange to me.
Yeah. I wish we had more of it.
Especially because they fight so well together. That Hades fight is burned into my fucking memory forever.
Literally, the Hades fight is top 3 fights in the whole show. I'm not even kidding.
Literally.
Top 3.
It's everything. I love them beating up an old disillusioned gay man who gave up on gay rights.
Yes.
Oh my god, are they fighting Dave Rubin? Oh my god, I feel like I've cracked the code.
In a land far, far away lies the kingdom of fury.
You know, it's always so nice to like go back to like older episodes with like the new perspectives that we have now that we've experienced more of the show. It's like an aging wine.
It's gonna be so interesting to see your perspective after doing this Erza video, because this is Erza's introduction.
Because when we originally recorded this, it was like literal months ago. I think it might have actually been last year. Not me actually like having nostalgia over the narrator.
I love the narrator so much.
I don't know why, but that view of Ishgar kind of looked like Australia a little bit in the shape. Fairy Tale H2O crossover when.
Right? Oh, not the first opening. I love this opening so much.
Oh my god. Snow Fairy is so good.
There's just this magic with it, and it's like, oh my god. I like how the fairy like goes past each one of them.
Oh, it's so adorable.
Close your eyes and open your heart.
It makes the start of the show just feel very like cozy and low scale and whimsical. Oh, they were such babies back then.
Unlike later seasons, I feel like right now the cast feels small and intimate.
I would agree with that, because I feel like it mostly focuses on our main four, and then everybody else is kind of like reserved to like background cameos. It's almost as if the show knows there are certain people to prioritize.
I was gonna say, I wish Erza and Gray fought more.
I do too. It's one of those things where it's like some people are just so similar, they're bound to like butt heads.
Like Erza and Natsu in the opening fighting, like they should just battle more.
Yeah, I agree. Just casually, just for fun. Although I'm not gonna lie, Happy did deserve to get burned alive for saying Erza was scary.
So when are you and I gonna go on a date, Mira?
One small problem. You already have a wife.
I hate it when you do that. It's so creepy.
You done slept with everybody.
Wakaba, don't cheat on your husband, I mean your wife.
Mira never like shapeshift. Well, she doesn't really shapeshift into people anymore.
No, I think that was a thing like back in the first season when her magic was more like low key.
Why must you toy with me so?
I'd love if she did it in later seasons for like deception.
I would love that. Like, it's such a useful like power that can be used in so many different situations.
Hunting a volcano demon.
A demon of earth and fire.
You know, it's so interesting looking at the job rewards when you are able to convert the jewel into dollars.
The master's away at conference, so I'm covering for him. What kind of conference? One for guild masters.
I like that Mira and Erza are always Makarov's second in commands.
Oh, absolutely. It would be the women, because the women are holding this fucking guild together. Oh my god, I want a light pen.
The council, Era, is the most powerful organization in the magical world. If a wizard breaks magical law, they would be tried by the council.
Try me, bitch.
Fuck the council. Fuck those bastards. See, this is a really cute explanation because we're getting this before it ever comes into play, and I appreciate that.
And then the guys in black would show up.
They're the Dark Guilds. They've chosen not to join any of the leagues. Most of them are involved in magical crime. Wow.
Would you just go and pick us a job already?
No.
I hate the fact that when I hear Dark Guild, my brain immediately goes to Tartaros and the trauma they inflict upon the children.
Like they have no idea what's coming for them.
No, they don't. They really don't. They are sweet summer children.
Honey, you've got a big storm coming.
You guys didn't actually want me. You just needed me last time because I'm a blonde.
Don't be ridiculous. That's not the only reason we chose you. We picked you because you're so nice.
It's the way Lucy thinks she's free of them.
Hey, Lucy. I wouldn't stay with those losers if I were you. You'll get plenty of offers from other teams.
Your clothes, Gray.
Oh, shut up, Gray.
At least I'm not a coward. You're a spineless wimp.
Looks like they're at it again.
They're so cute.
It's the way Happy is just so excited to see bloodshed every time. Ooh, I like Fire Clown. That's a good one.
I have to keep my shades on when I look at you, or I'll be blinded by your dazzling beauty.
Girls really fall for this?
Oh no, he's hot!
Oh, hey, I miss when Loki was in the guild.
Yeah, the moment he became Lucy's spirit, he just kind of disappeared into the background forever.
You're not a celestial wizard, are you? I'm sorry, but you and I can't be together, my dear.
What was that? Okay, James.
This hits different when you know why he's running.
He's a celestial wizard? Ew.
Ew, the brat sound effect. Ew.
Ew. We've got bad news. It's Erza. She's on her way here.
What the hell is wrong with y'all?
This is like when the parents are away and the kids threw a party, and then they realize the parents are coming home early and the house is a mess.
Yeah.
That's gotta be her.
Those sound like her footsteps. Even the air's gone completely still.
Death to all of them.
I'm not gonna lie. I'm very much enjoying their fear.
I have returned. Where is Master Makarov?
Oh, that entrance. The music. The silhouette.
I love that background music.
Same. You know what? It sounds like boss music in a game. Oh, Erza's like, you don't have a problem with the gift those nice townspeople gave me, do you?
Kana, you need to start controlling your drinking. Vegetor, please take the dancing outside. Wakaba, get rid of that filthy habit.
Ooh, let the dragging commence.
I think she knows.
It's the way that she has collected receipts on every single one of them and is just ready to unleash them all.
Makau!
Please just say something.
I don't even know where to begin with you.
Oh my God. I thought this was a classy party.
Ooh.
I don't even know where to start.
Where do you even start with Makau?
Are Natsu and Gray here?
We're just hanging out like good friends tend to do.
Hey!
Why is Natsu talking like Happy?
They're afraid because they know that she'll drag them.
Not their besties.
The fear she inspires in her brother's hearts gives me life. The fact that all he can say is I.
She also beat up Loki for trying to hit on her. He totally deserved it, though.
Yeah, I can't say I blame her.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. Loki deserved that one.
And I do it again. Bop, bop. And I do it again. Bop, bop, bop.
The two of you are the strongest wizards here. I could really use your help.
Me and Natsu on the same team?
Ooh, it's more likely than you'd think. The music, the beginning of it all.
This could be the most powerful team Fairy Tale's ever seen.
And that's on a period.
It's giving Superman, Batman, and Wonder Woman.
Literally.
I love it.
Because it's like, it's the beginning of it all. This is where the plot starts.
Oh, humble beginnings.
Teaming up with you is the worst idea ever.
Yeah, tell me about it. Erza made a huge mistake asking a loser like you to come along.
Fine, then why don't you just take care of it?
You are gay.
Okay, but can we take a minute to appreciate Gray's coats?
Right?
Also, Lucy, queen of alternate outfits.
Whoa! Look at that luggage! All those belong to you?
It's time to go, good buddy.
Hi.
I love how overprepared she is whenever she travels.
Literally.
It's like, oh, I'm going somewhere for like a couple days. I'll bring a month's worth of clothing.
Right? Not the meeting.
I was told you defeated a mercenary gorilla using only your pinky finger. It'll be great to have a wizard like you on board. Thanks for your help.
Oh no, it's my pleasure!
Is it me, or is Lucy holding Plu kind of giving Misty holding Togepi a little bit?
Right?
So there's so much terror of Erza.
I want a rematch when we get back to Fairy Tale.
I accept your challenge.
I'm gonna miss you, girl!
Okay, so Natsu wants to get killed. All right, good. That's adorable. He thinks he'll win. You're going to be fired up when we're going to have to cremate you after you lose that fight. Also, my God, they love the can-can.
Oh my God, what is that?
Look at those weird little sheep things.
Look at all those chickens!
Not him being sick.
Again. Oh, look, he's even a happy shade of blue.
Now just relax.
Hi.
There, that should make the trip a little easier on him.
Did he die? Bitch, I think he's dead.
Oh, Natsu's dead. All right.
Oh, she passed away? Oh. All right.
The Dark Guild, Eisenwald.
Now taking the hobbits to Isengard. God.
The way Eisenwald is such small fry compared to our later foes.
Right? But like all these little smaller guilds work for the bigger ones.
How do all these guys get minions? I don't know, but we gotta get some too.
It's a nice introduction into like the world of magical crime. Oh, those are hanging corpses.
Oh, I never noticed that before.
I see dead people.
The moment of truth has arrived, gentlemen.
Who the fuck are you?
Who the fuck are you?
I asked you first.
I asked you second.
It's the way Aragorn is the Cinder of Fairy Tale.
I was just thinking that. Oh my god.
He thinks he's such hot shit, but he's such a loser.
And he just always comes back again and again and again.
With worse outfits.
Right?
With worse outfits every time.
I think in season 5 he comes back bald.
My hair is thinning a bit.
Oh, your highness, I'm sure it's not that noticeable. Bald! Bald! Bald!
Bald! Yeah, which, like, why? Like, why though? I love that Natsu is just casually passed out for this entire conversation. He could be having internal brain hemorrhages and we just wouldn't know.
Literally.
The fact that she just casually left her things outside because she knows no one would touch her stuff.
We finally managed to figure out where Lullaby's hidden, but we can't do anything. Because of some seal?
Don't you just love it when the bad guys openly brag about their plans in public?
Like, oh my god, you caught me monologuing.
Literally. And it's like none of them notice that Erza fucking Scarlet is like right over there.
Maybe we shouldn't have the evil plans out in the open like that? It's fine.
Hello, new friends!
Not evil!
Lullaby. That's like a song you sing kids to sleep.
Thank you, Catherine Obvious.
Beautiful insight, Lucy. A+.
Don't be fucking
rude. Are you kidding me?
He only accepts assassination requests. Aragorn the Reaper.
He kills for money? Why would you do that with him?
For the money.
I mean, a gal's gotta make money in this economy somehow.
Yeah, it's a murder.
When the council outlawed assassination requests, Eisenwald decided that money was more important than the council's rules.
I can't believe that there are people that would do something like this. It's so sick and twisted.
Lucy's slimy all of a sudden.
It's sweat.
Ew! Yeah, the way I was like, did Lucy just piss herself out of fear?
Yeah, I never noticed that before.
But I was like, actually, no, it's blue, not yellow, so it's fine.
How could I have been so careless? If only I had recognized Aragorn's name that day, I could have pulverized him.
Bitch, I think he dead.
And I'm not foolish enough to believe that I can take on an entire magical guild all by myself.
Okay, but you could though, Erza. You could.
In later seasons, I think she could. Well, it depends. If they're all made out of those grunts she takes out next episode, then I think yeah. But if it's like real wizards, I think she might need help.
Erza's magic is really pretty. She makes her enemies bleed a lot.
I don't know if I'd call that pretty.
Slay! Slay your enemies!
Yeah, that's fair, because I feel like she's got the skills and the power right now. It's just she needs to learn to rely on others. She can't do it all herself.
Personally, I think Gray's magic is much more beautiful than mine.
Talented, brilliant, incredible, amazing, show-stopping, spectacular.
Oh, his magic is so pretty.
I like that he can make it float.
I love this art application of his magic. It feels very unique for ice magic specifically.
Now I understand why you and Natsu don't get along. He's fire and you're ice. Talk about not mixing very well.
I never thought about that.
Nah, I just hate his guts.
Child. Anyway, so.
Hold on, where's Natsu? Uh-oh, there he goes.
I was so busy talking, I forgot about him.
Oh, they've abandoned the pink-haired boy.
Oh. All right.
I need one of you to come and hit me for my penance.
I'm a really terrible person, and I left her in the woods to die.
Oh, she feels bad that she screwed over Natsu.
Oh, although it is frightening that she's like, someone please torture me for my sins. And I'm like, no.
Especially given her backstory, like, oh my god.
Don't act all high and mighty just because you're in a legal guild, Mr. Fairy.
Okay, let's move on.
Oh, ow.
That's quite rude. Also, do we want to unpack Mr. Fairy?
Yes, Fairy Tale said we gay do crime.
Guess I hit a nerve. You...
Pussy. Brenda!
It's the way that this should be Blake's semblance.
Honestly, I wouldn't mind if this was Capricorn's power.
Oh, like shadows?
Yeah.
I never thought of that.
Especially to make him, like, more visually distinct from Loki.
Because they do both do martial arts now that I think about it.
Especially because he's the sea goat, and we always wonder, like, what that means. I'm thinking he has these, like, big shadow octopusy things behind him.
Ooh, Ooh, that would be so cool, actually. It's kind of giving Darcy in the Wings Club movies. Like, sometimes she'll summon, like, a shadow octopus.
Yes. Especially because the bottom of the ocean is pitch black.
That is true. Darkness resides within the oceans, and within that darkness are fucked up things you don't want to see.
And then he has the sunshades to protect him from the light.
But why?
Meanwhile...
Now, I would like you to take our luggage to the hotel.
Do I look like a bellhop?
All of the wizards in the Fairy Tale Guild are just a little insane.
Well, not all of us.
Oh yeah, where are your clothes?
Maybe I could help him in a room in which there are no others. Or you can all watch. I don't give a shit.
How about we take this outside?
I wish we saw more magic vehicles, actually.
Oh no, he's been yeeted.
Just he can never not be gay for 5 seconds. I'm just like, can you not be gay for 5 minutes?
Oh, well, I guess he and Gray are dead.
Oh, she passed away?
I apologize, Natsu.
It's okay. Even when she apologizes, she doesn't realize when she hurts them.
Stop it. Get some help.
Said he was with Eisenwald.
I just now noticed that Erza removed her glove before she slapped Natsu.
I explained everything on the train. You should listen when people talk to you.
She already forgot that she knocked him out, didn't she?
Flashback.
There, that should make the trip a little easier on him.
But you knocked him out, though, bestie. He didn't hear it.
I don't think she realizes. I feel like this is a part of her obliviousness when it comes to other people.
But he did have this strange flute thing. It looked like a skull, except it had 3 eyes.
Ooh, it's the skull of a cyclops, but tiny.
Well, cyclops just have 1 eye.
Fucking idiot.
Lullaby. The cursed song. It's death magic.
Die! Die! Die!
Damn, Lucy's done her homework.
Get everything off the train. If anyone tries to defy us, kill them all.
Is that a shark skull in his scythe?
Yeah, I was wondering.
Maybe it has to do with the fact that we just discussed the ocean is a deep, dark place.
I like this design for Aragorn.
Yeah, I think it's actually kind of visually interesting, especially with like all the tattoos and like the long scarf.
Homosexuals. Damn homosexuals.
I finally managed to break the seal.
Excellent.
Oh, yeah.
What?
I'm just like, broke the seal. Where's this flute been? How did y'all get your fucking hands on it?
I don't understand the question, and I won't respond to it.
The great black wizard Zareth transformed it into a demon flute. Now its song will kill hundreds, thousands at once.
Does it not kill the caster who also hears it?
Apparently not. I'm just like, it's the way none of y'all know the Dark Lord that you claim to stand.
But at the same time, it's like, who made it? If not Zareth, then who made it?
Some guy named Ned.
Because you know Zareth is always going back and forth on whether or not he wants to kill us all or not.
Yeah, and if he wanted to die, wouldn't he have made it so like the flute would kill the caster if he was the one playing it?
Or maybe he wanted someone else to play it for him.
That's a good point. But the flute is so hard to learn. Who would you find? Like, I love that that's my concern.
There's people that are dying.
Maybe he intended for Mavis to do it because Mavis was cursed with the same thing as him.
Can Mavis play the flute?
I don't know, but they can't be that hard to learn. I take flute this semester, so we shall see.
Oh, God help you. I mean, granted, I was in like 4th grade when I tried learning the flute, and I fucking hated it. It was awful.
I probably will hate it as well, but I'm like, as an education major, you must learn all the instruments.
Oh, well, God help you, fam. God help you. Ah, sweet Jesus.
You're using up too much of your power driving this thing.
If Aragorn gets his hands on this death magic, trust me, lives will be lost.
Onwards, ever onwards, on the inexorable march towards death.
So episode 5 thoughts?
I find it strange how much more I enjoy this setup for the Lullaby arc more and more every time I watch it. I keep noticing new little things about the character interactions that I just really appreciate. Specifically, the thing that's standing out to me most is Erza's just complete obliviousness to the way that she's coming off to other people, and the fact that she wasn't aware of why Natsu wouldn't have been paying attention to her exposition, because you knocked him the fuck out.
Yeah, I like that, like, everyone sort of hangs on her every word, especially Natsu and Gray, because they just kind of look up to her so much. I like that Lucy comes off way better than she did the first couple of times I watched it, because I didn't realize, like, oh, Lucy actually knows her stuff as well. She just doesn't necessarily have the power to back it up.
Yeah, because she's like, I know all about those death curses. I've read about them in the books I read because I'm a nerd.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh, wow, you actually know what's going on a little bit. That's kind of, and that does make sense, because, like, her mom was a wizard. She loved, like, the library in her house. She would be reading about all these different magical things as a kid.
They don't use it as much, but Lucy has this really cool spirit called Grandpa Crux, and he's essentially like a library about anything in the world you would want to know.
Literally, like, if you want to know the most trivial bullshit, he can get it for you. He can even get you the dirt on other celestial wizards.
Yes.
He can get you the hot gossip.
Yeah, and I'm like, I really wish they would use Grandpa Crux. I'm just generally more of the Silver Key spirits. Like, in a hypothetical rewrite that I might be doing.
Allegedly.
Leader of the Harp Constellation. Allegedly. Leader of the Harp Constellation does way fucking more than she does in the fucking show. Because I think in the show she's only summoned like once or twice. Ever.
Yeah, and she's only good for parties and also putting people to sleep.
It's like, because honestly, with Lullaby, especially if you're going to fight a Lullaby, wouldn't you want Lyra of the Harp Constellation?
Actually, yeah, I had never thought about that. Like, fighting the... Oh, it can be like a battle of the bands, but classical.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and it's like, girl, you have Lyra the Harp Constellation. Like, come on.
Oh, yeah, she does have it at this point, because it's one of the keys that she's always had, isn't it?
Yeah.
What the fuck? What? Girl, Lucy, get it together.
I think the first time she ends up summoning her is during the Galuna arc to make Gray feel better, but, you know.
Yeah, which, like, cool, but, like, why is that the first time you bust her out?
You know, I just want Lucy to understand that her shit is really useful if she lets it be.
If she try. Well, really, it's if Hiramashima lets her try.
Mashima lets her. It's literally Hiramashima lets her
because
try.
He's like, Lucy's my favorite character, and I'm like, are you sure, sir? Are you sure about that?
Maybe he means Lucy's my favorite character to torture.
It might be. It really might be. Jesus Christ.
But, like, aside from Erza, who else do you feel like really stood out in this episode?
I'm not. That's kind of hard, because Erza really stole the show from me. I don't know if I was really paying attention to anybody else aside from Lucy. I guess Lucy, kind of, because I feel like because she's still new, she doesn't really have a gauge on Erza yet, and she's kind of intimidated by her. And I wonder if a lot of that is because she's nervous about the first impression she's going to make. I feel like she's kind of like, oh God, I don't want to get dragged like everybody else is getting dragged right now. I gotta impress Erza. I gotta be perfect on this fucking mission.
Yeah, I agree.
And even that little joke she made about when Gray revealed his magic being ice, and Lucy was like, I guess that's why you and Natsu don't get along. And Erza said, I'd never thought about it that way. It was small, but it made me think that it really confirmed to me Lucy is kind of the heart of this new team and why it works. Because I feel like as the new person coming in, she's able to see things that maybe the other three have been blind to since they've known each other for so long. Like, Lucy is able to, like, pick up on their dynamics a little bit better and help bring them together in a way they just haven't been able to, like, work together before.
Yeah, I definitely agree with that. And something else that I really noticed about Lucy is that Erza didn't really have too much to say to or about her. Like, she was like, oh, hi, my name is Lucy, nice to meet you, and like Lucy, and like Erza was pretty amicable, and I was kind of surprised by that because she seems to be very strict and militant. Cause so to have this new person kind of show up on a mission you didn't intend for them to be on, I was like, that was kind of interesting. I don't know.
I feel like because with the energy that Erza presents, you expect her to be like a hard ass, but it's like No, she's actually a very nice, like, welcoming person. You only get her bad side if you've really earned it, and everyone in Fairy Tail has earned it, except Mira.
Also, another thing is, like, we're getting a lot of, this is, like, not connected to this arc right now, but we're getting a lot of Loki foreshadowing. I'm like, because I was like, oh my god, Loki's in the guild at this point. Like, I forgot about that.
I feel like it kind of fits that he's a bit, because he's trying to seem like a normal guy. He's kind of down on his luck a little bit. Because it feels very different from, like, the business, like, outfits he normally has when he's a spirit. I do actually kind of like also that his hair is a bit more spiky.
It looks shorter here, though.
And that, like, the fur collar, like, on his jacket, it kind of makes me think of a lion's mane a little bit. I think what's throwing me off is the green.
I actually really like the green on him, though.
I mean, I get it, because the green and I think that shade of, like, red-orange in his hair, they complement each other, but I'm just like, I don't know how I feel about this.
Do we have anything else to say about episode 5 before we go back to Past Us?
Yeah, I got nothing. Let's let our younger, dumber selves take the wheel, I guess. Good luck, guys.
All right. See you back at Analyst.
Oh, Jesus. Have we shared the team name we came up with for these 4?
Yes, the Fire Fairies.
Yes.
I love them. I love that
Fire
name.
Fairies.
We came up with that together.
It's like fire ferrets, except they're fairies.
For the record, he came up with the Legend of Korra connection, not me.
I'm still proud of that connection.
Hey, I like Legend of Korra. So don't do me like that. I feel like half of this is gonna be us arguing, which should be entertaining for the audience.
I mean, that just sounds like half of our friendship, so that works.
Yeah. Lately, we've been arguing over the Midnight's album because I like it, but I'm ready for Taylor to get back in her, like, classical pop bag. But Thomas doesn't like to have fun.
How dare you assume things that are entirely correct?
He wants another 1989, and I do not.
I don't want another 1989, but I want some 1989-esque, like...
Well, you got it. It's just depressing as shit.
I want something, the world is ending. Like, I want something happy.
Never. No!
Fairies in the Wind.
I'm so sad at that title, because Wendy's not here yet.
It's a prelude to Wendy.
40 episodes in advance.
She comes in season 2 like Aisha in Winx Club.
Yes, and I love the both of them. I love them so much.
Or should I say Layla in Winx Club?
No. No, you should not. Stop that.
Electric chair.
This is going to be so weird going back to revisit alongside watching Black Clover for the first time.
Oh yeah, we're also watching Black Clover right now because I just feel like that's the best show to follow up Fairy Tail with.
I love Noelle. I love her so much.
Me fucking too. She's just that girl.
She's better Weiss. This intro is so nostalgic. Fuck my life.
Excuse my coughing. I currently am surviving from the plague.
Oh yeah, like not the actual plague. We're actually not really sure what the fuck it is, but it's plague-esque.
Actually, my doctors called me this morning and they told me that it was heterosexuality. I still had a little bit left in my system from high school.
Oh no, I'm so sorry. I'll be sure to pray to Beyonce for you.
It's fine. I'm on antibiotics. It should be out of my system soon.
Oh my god. The damn heterosexual agenda.
But for some reason, I've had a hankering for hot dogs and sports.
Ew.
Specifically baseball.
Baseball is the most boring out of all of them, so I get that. This is really just our attempt to scare all the straight men out of the audience as fast as we can.
Yes. This is for gays only. Like, get out of here. Do they ever fight that monster that was in the intro?
No, I thought it looked like a dog for a second because it had floppy ears.
Here in the town of Clover, you'll find the building where the Guildmaster conferences are held.
Clover Kingdom.
I remember realizing that it was the same voice as Igneal, and I feel like my brain exploded in that moment.
I feel like this narration is also part of them trying to build up, since it's a new series at this point, how this world works, what are the rules of it for the most part.
This narrator feels like he's telling you a story by, like, a fireplace, and I love it.
This is Bob, master of the Blue Pegasus Guild. And just in case you were wondering, he's a man.
What was the reason? I just explained the reason. What was the reason, bitch? I
I don't need to explain myself to you.
Oh God, no.
I wasn't wondering. No, I wasn't.
Do we want to unpack Bob, because there's a lot?
We have to unpack Bob because we are the Queer Fairy Tale reactors.
Okay.
We'll do it at the end of the episode, though.
Okay, great.
This wizard is named Goldmine. He's the master of the Quattro Cerberus Guild.
Clap if you care. All right, let's move on. Perfect.
We don't see too much of Quattro Cerberus throughout the series.
We do not. I will say it's very funny that this man is talking about how Fairy Tale is like wild and off the chain when that man is like wearing a full leash. Oh God, it's the Twitter bird!
Run for your life!
Get it away from me!
Message from Elon Musk.
No! The letter is actually a request to pay the full $8 for the verified blue check.
This honey's our poster girl, Mira Jane. Grab some eye candy, boys. Ooh la la.
I am disgusted.
Erza, Natsu, and Gray have all teamed up together.
Those three really could destroy an entire city.
That is correct.
His reaction. Lives will be lost.
Not those three.
Lives will be lost.
They could and they will.
Child, he knows his kids.
Oh God. Yeah. Oh Jesus Christ.
It reminds me of Pose when Blanca always knew when her kids were up to something.
It does. Oh, I need to rewatch Pose. Pose was good shit.
Then I guess it's up to us to figure out where those Eisenwald guys are going in such a big hurry and why. Am I?
Although it's so interesting though, because like to us it feels like they've always been together, but it's so weird going back and realizing, oh yeah, they weren't always a team.
Yeah, so they're gonna have to learn how to work together because later on they're a well-oiled machine.
Open gate of the Golden Ball! Taurus!
I'm so proud of how far they come.
You allowed a fairy tale to see the lullaby flute and then let him get away?
Oh, hi, Aragorn. I see you're enjoying the fact that you matter right now. It won't last.
It will not.
Didn't you once describe him as the Cinder of Fairy Tale?
I may have. Maybe when I was drunk or high. I don't know.
That's an insult to Aragorn.
If I did, it was probably just because they kept bringing him back for no reason.
What was the reason, bitch?
Whenever they wanted like a big moment, they would just bring him back, and I'm like, but why?
Yeah, but for why?
Why not? Why though?
You're gonna use up all your magic before we even start fighting.
Well then, I'll just have to rely on hand-to-hand combat. Besides, I've got you and Natsu as backup.
It looks like she's getting her blood drained.
Yeah, I mean, I guess that is kind of the thing, because it uses her magic.
Why is Gray on the top and not in the car?
Because Gray wants to be dramatic, and also Gray is a cat.
I guess there's no room in the car for him.
Maybe he just hates being around Natsu that much.
Unless he sat on Natsu's lap.
Oh, brother, this guy stinks!
Oh my God.
That's gay joke counter number 1.
Well, I don't know what I expected.
It's the way that I immediately got over Gray and Natsu as a ship, like not even 10 episodes in. I was like, okay, I'm over this ship. I'm on to better things.
Because at first you were like really into it, and I'm like, no, actually they're brothers.
Yeah, and now I'm like, I could never ship them.
Yeah, Gray, Erza, Natsu, you could never ship those three at all. No.
No, they are siblings. They're all some shade of queer, but they're not dating each other.
Even like Lucy and Gray, I really couldn't. I know Juvia doesn't think so, but I'm like, Lucy and Gray, no.
No, they're like the siblings that rarely talk.
And then Erza's a big sister to all of them.
Excuse me, what's going on?
Why would I tell you, lady?
What's going on?
I guess Erza just killed all the cops.
She's an icon, she's a legend, and she is the moment.
Erza's got her own way of getting things done.
Where are your clothes?
Lucy's upper body strength to be able to carry Natsu. Jesus Christ.
This is technically a Lucy saves Natsu moment.
Is it? Does this count?
I mean, if you were sick and someone carried you through wherever you were going, wouldn't you feel saved?
No. I guess. The bar is just in hell.
Step into our parlor, fairy tale.
You fiend.
I love her. Is that just like, you fiend?
Yeah, like she's so like, who says that? Like, girl, you're so corny.
I will foil your nefarious plan.
You
Also, this scene is one of the most important scenes in anime history.
Oh, Erza, yes.
Tell me what you're planning to do with Lullaby.
It's the way her hair is already flowing in the wind when there is no wind.
What do all train stations have?
He flew!
Yeah, no shit, Sherlock.
Yuno did it better.
Yeah, Yuno did a better counter.
This is a cleansing of all the fools out there who fail to appreciate the rights they hold so dear, who remain willfully ignorant to the plight of those who've had their rights stripped away.
Aragorn's like, I'm oppressed, but it's like, sir, you're an assassin.
Yeah, it'd be different if we were talking about like actual rights.
Yeah, it's like, my right to murder people. And it's like, sis, that's not a right.
Because there is a point to, if you're not in an official guild, you're not a real wizard, or you can't form a guild that's not approved. Because I guess that's like your right to use magic and make money. But still.
At the same time, I'm like, that seems like a kind of fair regulation, though, to keep wizards from killing everyone. I don't know, that seems fair to me. Like, I don't know.
We'll talk about it at the end.
Show them the terror of the Dark Guild Eisenwald!
He's like, beware Eisenwald, but it's like most of them are just nameless grunts that are about to get slaughtered. I will say, at least Aragorn's makeup is killer.
We'll catch up with them once we finished off the rest of the men here, okay?
2 girls against an entire magical guild?
Girl power's gonna save the day.
Lisa's like, but we're women.
It's 2 queens. Oh, that's adorable. They think they have a chance.
Pretty bad odds.
Yeah, they don't stand a chance.
Oh, hell yes. I love her so much.
A magic sword!
If you insult the Fairy Tale Guild again in my presence, I swear none of you will live to see tomorrow.
Period. Period. Period.
Love her. She's a queen. They're playing her theme song. This is the show where theme songs matter.
I don't remember her doing the weapon switches often in the later seasons.
You need me to fight these dudes, baby?
Yeah, take him out with style.
Oh, baby.
My weapon! What happened to my hair?
Alright, when cancer was useful. I don't know why cancer is a hairdresser, but I do kind of love it.
That was impressive.
Oh, thanks, but it was no big deal. All right! I totally scored points with her! That's what you were going for?
It's like, okay, if I was trying to impress Erza, I would have pulled out Taurus because he looks cool, and I think he would have been able to handle the guys.
Are you sure? Or would he just perv out at Lucy and then fail?
I'm sure. He wouldn't have slipped on anything. I promise. I don't think he would have slipped on anything.
Sure, Jan.
This crab spirit of yours, the way he calls you baby, I find it rather insulting.
Points unscored.
Whoa.
You really would have hit a cowman then.
She would murder the shit out of Taurus. Oh, is it time?
It's time.
It's time. An angel came down from above and said, die.
A technique called the night.
She's an icon, she's a legend, and she is the moment.
I love her so much. Penny Polendina who?
Exactly, Penny who?
Oh, it's everything.
She's queen of the fairies, Titania Erza.
Totally unique, completely not ever been done before, unafraid to reference or not reference.
And she has earned that title.
But yeah, Happy is like, this is the power only she possesses, which has me having a lot of questions.
There are aspects to her power I wish they did more with.
They're both lesbians.
Oh, I love her, Lou.
Gray was right. I overdid it on the magic mobile. Please, boys, please don't fail me.
Oh, Erza! Yeah, see, that's the thing. Even though she's so strong, she can still overexert herself.
Which is why she needs a team.
Which is why she needs a team. I still wonder, like, which armors does she, like, find that she uses for herself? Are there armors she makes herself, like she forges? Are there armors that she mods for herself? Like, I feel like that's a whole... Oh, I would love that. That's a whole new aspect to her character I would love to see.
Don't die on me. Huh? Nothing. Later, loser.
Gay! Is it me, or does this guy look kind of Pharaoh-esque?
He does. Even his name was giving Egyptian.
Oh god, Erza on the megaphone.
If you value your lives, then you will leave this place at once!
And I wonder, does the Armadura Crux armor, does that require magic power, or is that just like a base armor?
I do not know. I feel like this armor is the default, so my answer would be no. It's just like standard fair armor. And then stuff like Heaven's Wheel requires more power.
But you're right, she doesn't just stay in this and summon weapons often.
Yeah, that was only the one time, and I'm like, I kind of wish she did that more. Because that seems really cool. Like, does she ever use the spear again?
Yeah, she does use that spear.
Because I don't remember much of it.
I guess nothing's changed.
Nothing's changed.
They make his ice positions look so sexy.
I feel like that was the goal. I mean, don't you often describe Gray as like a pretty boy?
I don't have time to play with you right now.
Aragorn! What is the meaning of this, you scoundrel?
Scoundrel? Really? Is it that you don't have time, or is it that you know you would get your ass kicked?
Tell me what the plan is, or else.
What's the or else? I'll kiss you.
Take him on a date? Like the worst date ever?
Clover. That's where the conference is being held. They're targeting the Guildmasters.
What a twist!
And now my brain is playing the Great War because it mentions Crimson Clover.
Asta will be there to stop them.
If only we had Asta to break through the fucking wind barrier with his anti-magic sword.
Yeah, anti-magic sword.
Now get this straight. When you mess with the Guildmasters, then you mess with all of us. They may be old fogies, but they're the closest thing we have to parents.
Oh my god. I can't. Get out.
I'm trying to remember what Zaref's magic type was. Why can't I remember what his magic type was?
I don't think it was. I think he was kind of a jack of all trades.
Because now I'm thinking how cool it would have been if he used anti-magic.
I think if he knew that, that would have broken his curse way sooner.
Oh, that's a good point. Did not think of that. Well, no, maybe curses are something different. I don't fucking know. Oh yeah, they also differentiate magic from curses, so like, who fucking knows?
Which, that makes sense.
Don't be suspicious. Don't be suspicious.
Oh yeah, Shadow Boy, aka what Blake should have been.
Yeah, that really should have been what Blake should have been.
Now where did that fat one run off to?
What was that?
Better find him or else Erza's gonna strangle you.
Happy! Just like Erza's gonna murder you.
And he will enjoy it.
Not gonna lie, if Erza killed me, I would come back from the dead just to thank her.